6 months ago, I switched to the 14-inch M1 Max, expecting the perfect creator laptop. And honestly, it's been amazing. But there are a few things no one told me about. Let's get into the video. My name is Olamide Ali. I'm a photographer and a videographer. I also do content creation. I shoot videos for my clients. I shoot YouTube videos personally too. So I do a lot of creative work, which is majorly the reason why I'm doing this video, just to let you know what it is like in the last 6 months since I'm using the M1 Max. Now let's get into the good stuff. First of all, the 14-inch capability of the M1 Max. One thing I love about the fact that it's 14 inches is I can go to every location I want to. I can travel, I can use it on the train, I can pop it out in a public location and use my laptop anywhere I want to. It's very portable and it's very easy to move around with. Like, you can see it in my hand, it's not as big. As opposed to the 16-inch M1 Pro, which I did a video about, the M1 Max versus the M1 Pro. You can check in the video link above. The 16-inch is very heavy and very bulky, right? It gives you shoulder pain. Remember I said I do a lot of photography work, so I carry my laptop and I put a lot of my camera gadgets into my camera bag. Now, when I put my laptop into my camera bag, it's very easy and I don't feel the weight on my body as much, as opposed to using a 16-inch, but that's just by the way. Point two, I genuinely stopped thinking about performance. When I used to use my base M1, right, which is the first M1 I used to use, I had to work with proxies. But for this M1 Max, I don't have to think about proxies as much. Even though it's advisable you use proxies when you're editing your videos, I don't have to do that. And my videos play smoothly. The playback is always great. Resolution is on point. When I'm editing my videos, great stuff. One thing I've even tried to do is I try to max the RAM of the laptop. So what I do is I put on my Chrome, I put on my Premiere Pro, I put on my Lightroom, I put on my Photoshop. These are very CPU intensive softwares. And with the M1 Max, I don't have to think about it. So in terms of performance, great stuff. Number three is the storage. For the M1 Max, which is the one I'm using, I have a 1TB internal storage. As opposed to the 512 I used to use before, or the 256 my wife used to use. For us creatives, the fact that we have 1TB helps us do a lot of our creative work without thinking about the fact that there isn't much space on the laptop. Because once you are using the 512, you'll be thinking about how to delete stuff, so have to move stuff into an external drive. I'm not saying I don't think about that with the 1TB, but with the fact that I have the 1TB space, right, I don't have to move things around as much because I have that much space to work with. So in terms of creative work and looking at storage, ensure you're getting something between the 1TB and above. These are some things I've noticed in the last 6 months. Number four is the speakers, the display, and the build quality, right? It is really amazing to work with. You have your MagSafe charging port. You have two Type-C ports you can use. So you actually have three. You have two on the left side here and one here on the right side here. I don't actually use this one as much because all my stuff, I just plug it on one side. If you're the kind of person that uses wired headphones, good stuff for you. You also have the opportunity to use a projector. So if you have the projector cord, you can do it here. One of the amazing things for me as a creative or as a photographer and videographer is the fact that I can always put my SD card into my M1 Max and just copy out files, right? This was something I used to have a problem with when I was using a base M1. So in terms of build quality, amazing. The screen is great too because you see your colors as they truly are. This is something I'll give to the M1 Max. And the speakers, always on point. Though I'm always on headphones when I'm editing because you want to hear everything you are working on when you're working with video, if you get what I mean. A lot of us understand. That in regards to some of the things I've noticed, which are amazing. Now let's go to some of the bad stuffs. I'll not say they are bad stuffs. I just think I've noticed in the last 6 months. Number one is the heat and the fan noise. Bro, when I'm exporting a 4K, say 2-hour video or a 1-hour video, even I just edited one video today, which was around like 20 minutes. And I was exporting a video. The fan noise was annoying. Like, you could hear the fan noise from afar, right? Which is something that I would be like, so basically, the fan noise when you're exporting your videos to 4K videos, maybe not 1080, when you're exporting 4K videos at like a bitrate of 40, you hear the fan noise and then the heating of the laptop, because once you are doing that, the laptop starts to heat up and then the fan come on immediately and then you start hearing fan sound. Number two is the battery. One thing I would say the 16-inch has over the 14-inch is the fact that the battery life is way better than the 14-inch. For my 14-inch, even though I got it in a bad condition per se, I'm not going to say that's the reason, but because I use this laptop almost every time, I always have to charge it. It's a big problem because once I'm editing, I don't see my batteries drain fast. Once I'm exporting, my batteries draining fast. So basically, I have to charge my laptop almost every time, which is one of the things you need to put in mind. For a 16-inch, you might not actually have to charge it as much. The reason why I'm saying this is from experience, because my wife has a 16-inch while I have a 14-inch, and she doesn't charge a laptop as much as I do. Maybe because I also do more creative work, because I also do a lot of video intensive work. She does majorly photo work. So that might be one of the reasons. But I will not say that's the reason, because when I'm also doing photo work, maybe editing in Photoshop or Lightroom, the battery also drains fast, right? So one of the things you also need to note is the battery. So number 3 is the screen size. The 16-inch will give you more real estate in terms of the screen size as opposed to the 14-inch. You will have to probably kind of squint, except you're using an external monitor. I don't have one at the moment. So if you're using an external monitor, you are good to go, right? You will be able to work well with the 14-inch. But because I don't have an external monitor, I'll tilt more to the 16-inch because 16-inch has bigger screen size as opposed to the 14-inch. So you need to put that in mind. But last but not the least is durability. So I've repaired my screen 2 times in the last 6 months. That's not good, right? And it's not like I did anything to actually break the screen. The first time I went to a co-working space, edited there, closed my laptop, got to the screen had cracked, took it to the Apple store, they helped me repair it. The next one was I just woke up one morning on a Sunday morning to edit because I like to work early in the morning sometimes. So I just woke up, opened the laptop, and I noticed that the screen was black. Like it was black, nothing. So yeah, if you are thinking about getting one, you need to note that either you have Apple Care or you have insurance to cover it, because yeah, I had a warranty that was still on. I was able to repair the screen in time. So you need to keep that in mind if you are getting an M1 Max. I don't know if this is something that everybody who uses an M1 Max goes through, but this has just been my experience in the last 6 months. Now, should you buy it? I would advise you to buy it if you are a creator, you are comfortable with traveling with something very small, compact, and portable. Right, that means basically you want a desktop portable laptop. That's 2, you do a lot of video work, amazing. You travel a lot and you want insane value. So basically, you will get value for using an M1 Max. Amazing stuff. But now, don't get it if you know that electricity is a problem where you have to charge as often as possible. This is basically from my experience. So I've had times where I've traveled for work, the battery was on 100%. Halfway through the journey, it's already like 9%. Why? Because I'm doing intensive creative work. So you have to ensure that you probably have your power pack in your bag so you can charge on the go. So that's one. If you are opposed to the fan noise and heat, yeah, this might not be for you. If you want a bigger display, maybe not. Now, if you also want 7 years plus of support, yes, this might not be for you. I'll get into that in a bit. And last but not the least, if you can afford a newer Apple Silicon laptop, go ahead and get something newer than an M1 Max. If you can afford it, great. If you can get like an M3 Pro, M4 Pro, I think it's an M5 Pro at the moment. So if you can get any of that, go ahead and get it. But if not, get the M1 Max. Now, here is the thing. If you already have the M1 Max for content creation, for photography, videography, YouTube, or any creative work, you are good to go and you don't have to think or rush into getting or upgrading to the newest M series. This machine is amazing. Like, this device is a beast, right? But like, that's by the way. But if you have the money and you can afford to get a newer M series, go ahead for it and get it. Why? Better battery life, silent performance, better quality. You get more support, right? Like, I think if you are thinking about using your laptop for like 5-7 years, yeah, you get more support with the newer series. And basically overall long-term value in the M series, the newer M series you'll be getting. But the M1 Max is elite, it's still doing amazing work, right? You can still push it and still use it for any creative work you have to do. Even in 2026, the M1 Max is elite. It's going to do the job you want it to do. It is very amazing. It is still up to the task in every creative work you are thinking about doing. So would you be getting one in 2026? Let me know in the comment section, and thank you guys so much for watching up to this point. And if you did, I really appreciate you. And if you are going to be getting one, let me know. If you are going to be getting a newer version, let me also know. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.